In a sunny, cheerful meadow filled with wildflowers and buzzing bees, lived Timmy the Turtle, who was famous for his shiny green shell that sparkled in the sunlight and his super slow, careful pace. Timmy loved munching on juicy strawberries, taking in the fresh air, and saying hello to all his animal friends every morning. He was never in a hurry, always enjoying the gentle breeze and the soft grass beneath his feet. One bright morning, something new appeared, a sparkly sign in the middle of the field that read, "The Great Meadow Race Today." All the animals gathered around, buzzing with excitement. Barnaby the bunny, Squeaky the squirrel, and Fiona the frog were all eager to win the Grand Berry Trophy, which was the shiniest, juiciest berry anyone had ever seen. Timmy saw the sign and felt a flutter of excitement. Even though he was the slowest animal in the meadow, he wanted to join the fun and be part of the big event. Beatrice the butterfly fluttered by and giggled, "A race, Timmy? But you're so slow. How will you ever keep up?" Timmy just smiled warmly and replied, "I know, but it looks like so much fun. I want to try, even if I finish last." So, with a determined heart, Timmy shuffled over to the starting line where all the other animals were stretching, hopping, and getting ready to dash off. Barnaby looked at Timmy and asked, "You're going to race, Timmy? That's silly. You're a turtle and turtles are always last." Timmy nodded with a big grin. "Yup, I am a turtle, and I am going to race no matter what anyone thinks." The other animals giggled and whispered to each other, but Timmy stood tall, ready for his slow and steady adventure. Sometimes, it's not about being the fastest or the best. It's about joining in, having fun, and trying your best with friends. The race was about to begin, and everyone was ready for an adventure they'd never forget. The animals lined up, excitement buzzing in the air. Barnaby whispered, "I'll be at the finish before Timmy even starts." Squeaky giggled. Fiona crouched low, and Timmy just blinked slowly. Freddie the finch called, "Racers, on your marks. Get set, go!" Barnaby shot off, Squeaky scampered, Fiona leapt, and Timmy took his first slow step. Plop, then another. Plop! The crowd cheered for the fast racers, but Timmy just kept moving at his own pace. Some animals giggled, "He'll get there by next week." But Timmy didn't mind. He was happy to be part of the adventure. Plop, plop, plop. While others rushed, Timmy enjoyed every step. The race was on, and Timmy was in it, his way. Sometimes the best journeys are the slow ones. The adventure had just begun. Timmy kept going, one steady step at a time. Barnaby was far ahead, his heart pounding with excitement as he imagined himself crossing the finish line first, already tasting the sweet victory in his mind. But suddenly, whoops! His foot landed squarely on a slippery banana peel, sending him spinning and tumbling head over heels into a bush bursting with fluffy dandelions. Now, covered from ears to tail in dandelion fluff, Barnaby grumbled and squirmed, feeling more like a dust bunny than a racing champion. He was stuck, frustrated, and a little embarrassed. Squeaky and Fiona zipped by, expertly dodging the banana peel and bursting into giggles at the sight of Barnaby's predicament, their eyes sparkling with the thrill of the race as they hurried on, eager to win. Much later, Timmy the Turtle arrived at the scene. He paused, noticing the banana peel that had caused so much trouble, and with careful, thoughtful movements, he nudged it safely off the path so no one else would slip. Just then, he heard a tiny sneeze coming from the bush. Barnaby was still tangled up, hidden among the dandelions and leaves. Timmy smiled gently, his eyes kind, and decided right away that he would help his friend, even if it meant falling further behind in the race. While the other animals rushed past, focused only on winning, Timmy took his time, showing patience and care that made him stand out from the crowd. He gently pushed aside the prickly branches with his sturdy shell, making just enough space for Barnaby to wiggle and squirm his way out of the bush, finally free. Barnaby tumbled out, still covered in fluff and looking a bit silly, but he managed a grateful smile and mumbled, "Thanks, Timmy. I really needed that." Timmy just smiled warmly and replied, "You're welcome, Barnaby. Happy to have helped, even if it meant he was now even further behind." Barnaby dashed off, determined to catch up with the others, while Timmy continued at his own steady pace. Plop, plop, plop. Each step was slow, but full of purpose. Sometimes the slowest are the kindest, and their actions leave the biggest mark on the hearts of others. For Timmy, the race was never just about speed or winning. It was about helping friends and making the journey meaningful. With every gentle step, Timmy was making a difference, one act of kindness at a time. After helping Barnaby, Timmy felt tired. He tucked into his shell for a quick, cozy nap, his secret turtle power. While others rushed and tired themselves out, Timmy rested and regained his strength. Soon refreshed, he continued his journey. Plop, plop, plop. Timmy's calm and steady approach kept him going. He didn't worry about winning, he just enjoyed the race. Sometimes, a little rest is all you need to keep moving forward. Timmy's slow and steady pace was his strength. The finish line was still far, but Timmy was determined. He kept going, step by step. The adventure wasn't over yet. Timmy's journey continued. Squeaky and Fiona, eager to win, spotted a shortcut sign and darted down a muddy trail. At first it seemed faster, but soon the mud grew thick and sticky. Squeaky's feet got stuck, and Fiona's leaps turned into tiny hops. "Help! We're stuck!" they cried, trapped in the gooey mess. Barnaby, remembering his earlier mishap, saw the shortcut but chose the main path instead. He hopped along safely, now in the lead. The shortcut turned out to be a trick. Sometimes the fastest way isn't the best way. Squeaky and Fiona struggled, while Barnaby learned to be careful. The main path was longer, but it was safe and clear. Timmy, far behind, kept to the sunny main path, enjoying the journey. The race was full of surprises, and not all of them were about speed. The real adventure was in the choices each racer made. The finish line was getting closer. Timmy heard cries for help from the shortcut. He found Squeaky and Fiona stuck in the mud. Calmly, Timmy looked around and spotted a sturdy branch. Using his strong shell, he pushed the branch toward his friends. "Grab on!" he called. Squeaky and Fiona clung to the branch, and with Timmy's steady help, they pulled free, muddy but safe. "Thank you, Timmy," they cheered. Timmy smiled. The main path is safer. Squeaky and Fiona realized Timmy's slow, thoughtful approach had saved them. While others rushed, Timmy never gave up. The finish line was just ahead, and Timmy was still moving forward. Sometimes, slow and steady really does win the day. Timmy's kindness and patience made all the difference. The race was almost over, but the lesson would last forever. Timmy led his friends toward the finish. At the finish line, Barnaby celebrated his win, feeling the rush of victory and the joy of the moment. But when he saw Timmy arrive with Squeaky and Fiona, he paused, reflecting on the journey they had all taken together. Barnaby remembered how Timmy had helped everyone, always putting others before himself and never seeking recognition. "You're the real hero, Timmy," Barnaby said, handing him the giant berry trophy. Squeaky and Fiona cheered, their voices filled with pride and admiration. And soon all the animals joined in, chanting in unison, "Timmy, Timmy!" The air was filled with excitement and joy. Timmy beamed, his heart full of happiness. "Thank you," he said, his voice trembling with emotion. "But a prize this big is for sharing," he added, looking at his friends with a warm smile. All the animals gathered around as Timmy shared the delicious berries, each bite a testament to their friendship and unity. It wasn't about who was fastest, but about the kindness and support they showed each other along the way. The race had taught them that true victory comes from helping others and never giving up. Timmy's slow and steady spirit brought everyone together, creating bonds that would last a lifetime. The meadow echoed with laughter and cheers, a celebration of their shared journey and the friendships they had forged. It was the best race ever, not because of speed, but because of the love and camaraderie they shared. Timmy, the hero in a half-shell, had shown what truly matters: friendship, kindness, and perseverance. Sometimes, the slowest finish first in the ways that count, teaching us the most valuable lessons. And that's the greatest prize of all: friendship and the joy of being together.